Hi everybody, welcome to my channel today. My name is Donna and this is Fancy Fiber Forum, where we love fancy fiber here. I hope this video isn't too far away. This is how I recorded my last one in here, so hopefully it's all right. I want to welcome everybody today. If you chose to click on this video, I appreciate it. You could be doing many other things, but you chose to click on my video to watch what I have to say. So I appreciate you. Thank you. To those of you who are new and have never been here before, welcome. I hope you like what you see and I hope you stick around. To those of you who continue to come back time after time, thank you so much. I appreciate you very, very much. Today is actually the last day of February 28th, 2025. And I thought I would come on here. My son left to go take Goober for a walk. So I thought I would come on here and show you guys what I've been up to. And boy, have I been busy. Oh my goodness. I have been so busy. My fingers just hard at work making stuff. And I guess first thing I'll talk about is what I'm wearing. I'm on a cowl kick now. I was on a skinny scarf kick. I still love the skinny scarves, but I'm cranking out cowls like crazy. And this is the last one I finished. Actually, no, the last one I finished is downstairs blocking. And I'm going to take a picture of it and I'll post it over here on the blocking board. It's beautiful. And I've got the information on the patterns for all of the cowls I'm going to tell you about today. But this one is called the Affinity cowl. And basically all it is in each stitch, 3 double crochets together in each stitch. So it gives it almost like a puff stitch without the puff. It gives it like that puff stitch look, but without the texture. Although the texture is nice. And so I decided to go through my stash over here in my 3-weight yarns and see what I have that might be, you know, on the lighter weight side since spring is right around the corner. And just see what I have that might look nice in a cowl that I might just have one hank of. And this was one of those hanks. This was a Madeline Tosh. I can't remember the color, but it's a beautiful green. And I plan on taking this to market when I go, not this Saturday, tomorrow, a week from tomorrow. And hoping that somebody will be going to, you know, a St. Patrick's Day gathering and would like to wear something stylish in green. And this would fit the bill for sure. This is a straight up and down cowl, but it flares for some reason very nicely. And I decided, I don't know if you can tell from way back here, but I decided to, for the final row, I did bobbles, and it's just beautiful. It just sets this yarn off so nicely. This is a tonal yarn. So you've got little specks of darker green. I hope it's coming over true on the video. In the pictures, I know it was looking more yellow, but it reminds me of asparagus when you put it in boiling water. You know how it turns that vibrant green? That's this color. It's beautiful. Madeline Tosh DK or light DK, one or the other. But it's one of the DKs from Madeline Tosh. It's just beautiful. I didn't block it because I didn't think it needed blocking. The only reason I would block it would be to see if maybe it softens up a little bit and maybe blooms a little bit, that's the only reason I would block it. And I may still, I don't know. I'll decide later. But I am loving this. As a matter of fact, I'm making another one. I started another one this morning using an Expression Fiber Arts Oopsie yarn that's going to be more neutral, because not everybody likes a lot of color. Some people really like the neutrals. So I'm going to go ahead and do one in a neutral. And hopefully I have enough to go, you know, as deep. This one was 1 or 2 rows shy of the pattern. So hopefully I've got enough for that one. It's a little more yardage, I think. But if I need to, I can find a contrasting color to do these bobbles on the edge. I just love it. I just love it so much. And this is pretty sturdy. Actually, I had it too far back, so you could wear it like that. But, you know, it's light enough that you could wear it in the springtime, you know. So I really love it. So moving on to the next cowl that I made. This cowl was a project that my friend Joyce and I decided we were going to work up together. And she started before me, but that's okay, Joyce. It's okay. I know the feeling. So I started mine, let's see, today is Friday. I think I started this on Wednesday. And it's called the Mermaid cowl. And this is the front. It's really pretty. And the color choice, if you decide to make this, the color choice is very important. Because let me tell you, I started this off using this yarn as the contrasting solid color. I used this. And for the mermaid scales, I used, what was the other color I used? Oh, it was like a speckle. Yeah, it was a speckle. I thought the two would look great together, but they didn't at all. At all. So this would be better with the trim and the part between the shells. This would be better either in a black, a white, a neutral, maybe even a gray. But I wouldn't go with something colorful. It just didn't look right at all. So there's my mermaid cowl. And the white was a universal worsted superwash merino. And then the shells are the KNC superwash merino in the 3-weight that I've talked about incessantly for the last 2 years. So that played out. Let me see if I have a color. Oh, that light is really blinding me, by the way. I don't have another one to show you, but this is basically, let me just stand up and show you. Blues and teals and like a berry pink. I think that turned out really, really nice. And I steam blocked that one. And I may go ahead and wet block it because the bottom looks like it wants to curl a little bit more. But that's really nice. And that one, does it flare? It almost looks like it flares. But I don't think there were any increases. Joyce, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think there's any increases on this, but it's obviously, mine is obviously flaring a little bit. So that was the start of the cowl craze. So I did that. By the way, here's the patterns. The Affinity cowl is by Crochet Creations by Wendy. And I believe she's on Instagram. I thought I had her name here. Oh, there's the beginning. Okay. Designs by Alice Terry, Tarry. She's an Instagram at the_burrow_UK. So that's her Instagram handle. So that is the mermaid cowl. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the mermaid cowl, not the Affinity cowl. The colors are the same. That's why I got confused. So that's the mermaid. The mermaid cowl is from Alice Terry. The Affinity cowl is, let's see. Don't I have her name? Creations by Wendy. That's what's on the front of it. And I believe I found the Affinity cowl. I know I found it on Ravelry, but I think it was brought to my attention from Judy's Creations in Crochet. She did her slideshow yesterday for the butterfly make-along, and I believe somebody did this cowl in the slideshow. So I think that's where I found it. Let's see. I've got another. Oh, there's the other one. All right. So that's it for the cowls. The other cowl I don't have up here with me because it's downstairs blocking, but I will, like I said, I showed you a picture. And it is called this is the one that was on Judy's. This was on Judy's slideshow. It's called the Goldilocks cowl. And here's a picture of it. And I believe it's a free pattern, but it's another fairly easy one. I mean, I did it in one day. I started it yesterday morning and finished it last night, and it's downstairs blocking. It's interesting because it incorporates different stitch patterns throughout, including what they call the half double through the back bar. So I was not familiar with that term, so I had to look it up on YouTube. And there were two different ways to do it. And one of them was from the Crochet Crowd. And I thought, surely he knows. I don't watch him, but surely he knows what that stitch is. So I watched, and his rendition of that stitch was completely different from the other two I watched. So I didn't go with his. But the way that this is started, so it's basically half double through the third loop, which ends up being, I thought it was going to be behind, but because of the way the stitches are done, you turn it, I guess, because the third loop was, no, it was on the, oh my gosh, I don't remember. It was facing me, but the right side was not facing me. So when I did the half double through the third loop, it was on the front, and the pattern tells you everything, how to start it. Anyway, it turned out really neat because it had, like I said, it has different stitch patterns through it. And then the bottom flares because you're doing half double V-stitches. So it's really cool. I can't wait till it's done blocking. I'm sure it's still wet now, but I will share that picture. All right, so that's it for my cowls. Now I'm going to show you my skinny scarves that I made because my friend Bernadine said that I should. I've started both of these while I was dog sitting last week and finished them also while I was dog sitting last week. And this is the Sunny scarf, which I love this scarf. Absolutely love it. Actually, I'm going to take this off for a second so I can demonstrate how to wear it. So this was the first one that I started. Actually, this is my second one, but it was the first one that I started over while I was dog sitting. And this is with one of my Temu yarns, Hank's. Let's see. Here it is in the Hank. I'm going to just stand up. Here it is in the Hank. And it's a little rustic feeling. So I wanted to make something with it to see if it would soften up. And I don't know that it did, but I think it turned out to be a really pretty scarf. So one end is obviously, you see picots on one end. Every other row is a picot. And then every other row on this side is a chain 5. And when you're all done, you do this shell. It's not really a shell. It looks like a shell. It's basically single crochets around these chain 5s, single crochets and chains around these chain 5s, and it gives you a shell look. So this one was shorter. I don't know why it ended up shorter, but this is how you're supposed to wear them. So the shell goes underneath there. And then, yeah, see, this is a little toothy on the neck, a little bit. But someone who's really not that sensitive, or you could wear this, you know, over your shirt, over your blouse. You know, you don't have to wear it next to your skin. But I think that's pretty. The way that is, I think that's really pretty. It's kind of vintage looking with the colors, pink and brown. Sort of Victorian looking. So there's that one. And then I decided I'd make one that was a little more colorful. And this is another hank of that K&C DK merino wool. I can't remember the colorway name, but it's pretty colorful. And I did the trim. I don't remember if that's a K&C yarn or not, but it's definitely a coordinating color. So this one is a bit longer. So you cross it like that in the back, and then you tie it here in the front. See there? That's really cute. That's really cute. Very cute. And this is super soft. If you guys can get your hands on some of this K&C, let me show you the label. It's a 3-weight. This was from not last year, although there were still some in my store last year, but I think they quit carrying those in 23, I think. So there's my Sunny scarves, and the Sunny scarf can be found on Ravelry. Just do a search for Sunny scarf. The designer is Crochet Objet Knitting, and she's a creator on YouTube, and she's in Israel, and she's just a lovely lady. I've talked about her a couple times on this channel. So there's my Sunny scarf. She's also the creator of the Granny Stripe shawl, which I have made 2 of. I still have to block the one that I finished. And I have to put the border on it. I haven't done that yet either. So there are my Sunny scarves, and I just love them. So anyway, that's what I've been up to the last like 2 or 3 days. I've just been making like crazy. Well, you know, as we all know, St. Patrick's Day is approaching. And like I said, I'll be doing my sister's market on the 8th. So great opportunity to see what I have in the way of green yarns and make some nice things, hoping that somebody will say, I can't live without that. So I found some, I don't have that much green, surprisingly, since green is like one of my 2 favorite colors. I don't have that much green. But I do have this, let me find the whole Hank. Here it is. I do have this Araucania Nuble. And it's like an olive green. This is called bay leaf. And this says it's a 1 weight, but it's really a lace weight. It's very, very thin. So I decided that I would take that and hold it double with a coordinating silk yarn. I've got oh, that's not good. Anyway, coordinating silk yarn, hold them double, and make a moss stitch scarf. This is going to take a long time because, you know, moss stitch takes forever. So hopefully I can get that done before next week. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. No. Why did I put that there? Oh, okay. My stitch marker moved on that for some reason. I guess I didn't have it attached correctly, but that's okay. All right, so there are my finished items and my 1 whip that hopefully I can get done before next Saturday. We'll see. I hope so. And then I've got other plans to make some more of those Affinity scarves. One yarn is a Rios, and this is a single lot, but I think it's Anniversario. Wouldn't that make a pretty cowl? I think so. And then I have another green that I might make another one in. So there's that. And I've got 2 of these, so if I wanted to, I could make a cowl and a hat to match. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. So I guess that's all I have for now. I know it's too late to say anything, but try to ignore the mess that is behind me. It's a work in progress. So I guess that's all I have for today. Nothing new is going on. Yeah, I've got market next Saturday, and then the 14th, I go to Eureka Springs for the Fiber Festival. I can hardly wait. And I am trying really hard not to buy any yarn. Thankfully, Joann's, from what I've heard, in store is still only at 25% off. And chances are any yarns I want are probably gone anyway. So that's fine. If I go there, it won't be until I know that everything is at least 40% off. And probably by then there won't be any yarn left. I've seen other videos from other creators going into their Joann stores, and the yarn is almost all gone. So I don't know what my store looks like, but I don't think I want to be tempted. to go, and especially knowing it's not going to be more than 25% off. They were doing 25% off. You know, you could get 25% off anytime. 20 anyway. I mean, leading up to this bankruptcy, I can't remember the last time that every single yarn wasn't on sale for 20% off. So you couldn't use a coupon, you know, for a full priced item. So that stunk. But yeah, I have a feeling I'm just going to end up missing out. But that's okay. That is okay. All right, I am going to go ahead and say my goodbyes. Thank you for popping in and checking on me today. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Make sure you do a lot of crafting. Try to fit it in. Try to fit it in. It's so important. I'm so thankful that I have all the time I have to just sit and craft all day long if I want to. I am so blessed to be able to do that. So blessed. So I feel bad for those of you that have busier lives than me and, you know, can only eke out, you know, an hour or so out of your day to do the things you love. That's really unfortunate. But enjoy the time you have. Let all your worries go and just enjoy the time you have. So with that, I'm going to let you go. As always, you guys know God loves you. Jesus loves you. I love you because we're all children of God. And we're commanded to love each other. So till I see you again, take care. Love everybody, even the unlovable, because we all need love. We all do. And I think that's what's wrong with this world, is we're not loving each other enough. And I'm guilty of that. So I should take my own advice more than I do. So till next time, you guys take care. Bye for now.